Yo, what's good YouTube? And today we have a relatively quick vid where we are just going to be checking if coaching staff actually matters in 2K My League. As y'all would know, probably for like since forever, your staff never really mattered in terms of how good your team is going to be. It didn't really have a gigantic effect. And that's why today I'm going to be checking. It's going to be something quick. I just want to let y'all know that the Surfs right here, they're the team with the good staffs. I kind of did it by West and East, where the West is more competitive, so I'm gonna give the team that's on the West a way better staff than the team that's on the East. So as y'all can see, they have everything maxed out, really, all the badges, you know, the stats that you need to have a good staff member, they have that maxed out. The coaching, he has legit, I mean, pretty much there's no flaws here. We're going to be doing this. I think we're going to give each team 5 years to see where they'll be at. If they don't end up winning a ring, we'll do it based on which team has more playoff appearances, which team has more games won, and an overall, I guess, the better, record in general. And that's how we'll play it off. The Brawlers, they don't necessarily have an F tier staff, but none of their staff members are that good, so I think I'm just going to keep it that way. And based off of which teams are already competing off rip, this is who the Surfs decided to draft. This is all they're doing. This is the AI doing, which that will be for the remainder of this vid. This isn't going to be a really high tier vid. It's probably going to be something quick to show y'all if it actually matters or not. But this is the Surfs and this is the Brawlers right here. I would have to say off rip, the Surfs have a better team, but the Brawlers do have Jalen Duran, who's young, so we're going to see. And they also have Bryce. Yeah, they have some pretty good young players. With that being said, I'm either gonna stop it at the trade deadline or just go through these seasons quickly to show y'all how it is each year. But without further ado, let's get started. Now, this is the only time I'm probably going to do this for year one, right? Hold on, I need to move this up. Okay, we stopped at the deadline to kind of give a graph to see if any teams did changes. So with the first team, we're gonna go to the Surfs. They signed a dude named Clifford. They traded with the Thunder. They traded Brandon Clark in Vooch for the 26th first round pick and Aaron Wiggins. They signed DeAnthony Melton. They traded Grayson Allen for a 27th first round pick, and the GM junk does not matter because that's just us taking control of the teams. Let's go over to the Brawlers. Where are the Brawlers? The Brawlers have did nothing right now. This is their record. The Surfs are 24-25 and the Brawlers are 32-20. So as of year one, the Brawlers are definitely the better team, but we just have to keep waiting and see. I mean, look, they have 5 years to make some shake. So, and like for this, well, I can't show that. Salary cap is turned off. And also, maybe if I do it like this, the trade and stuff is turned off. The only thing that's here is the deadline, and the frequency of trades went up to 100 to see if both teams like really try to push for trades. So that's how it is right now. I believe I don't have anything really much else to say. I was gonna put it on smartest to see like, oh no. Hold on, let's go to it. Where is it? Would it be in general? It probably would be in general. Okay, I was gonna go to smartest to see if the CPU would do like smart trades to see how well they'll get something out of it. I think I will go to it. So the sim speed for me will be down, but obviously it will just be a cut for y'all. Other than that, we are going to, I'm gonna take this out because I kind of hate seeing this. Other than that, we're gonna get to the end of the season, most likely to see how the Brawlers do in the playoffs or just instantly go to the draft. We are at the end of year one and Shea wins the MVP like usual. Demon is rookie of the year over Cooper. That's actually crazy in this one. Russ is 6th man of the year on the Sixers. Wemby's defense player of the year. That's a no-brainer. And Jalen Duran wins most improved player. Usually if you draft a expansion team or make a expansion team, Duran always wins most improved. But yeah, we got to get into records. Nobody on both teams didn't have a first team in anything. So that really doesn't matter. I don't even think in rookies. Yeah. So now let's get into records. The Surfs ended up making the play-in as the 9th seed, and the Brawlers are the 4th seed, with the Surfs going 43 and 39, and the Brawlers going 49 and 33. We're gonna simulate the playoffs real quick, just see how it goes. First, we need to simulate the play-in, and the Surfs has been eliminated. And now we're gonna go over to the Brawler side and see how they do. They got the Celtics. They shouldn't win, but they swept the Celtics. This video might just end right here. If they win the NBA Finals, this is crazy. Okay. 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 Well, they're in the conference finals in year 1. By the way, this team is not that good. We're gonna go over to their team. This is their team. Like, I don't know, man. Is this a conference finals team? Like, bro, would y'all consider this a conference finals team? Hey, they got Cleveland. They're up 1. They went. Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. This is finna end already. Mavs 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2. Okay, year 1. The Brawlers right now are the way better team. They make it all the way to the NBA Finals in year 1. In year 1, bro. While the team with the better coaching staff in general, they make it to the play-in. They don't even win. Now we're just gonna go into the NBA draft. Like I said, this is gonna be pretty quick. I do want to show y'all the difference between the scouting, with the Surfs having the better scouting core in general. I mean, there are a lot of 100% here. They're able to really take into effect to everybody that they want. Also, they have the 2nd pick, so they probably will scout nothing but at the top. And obviously, the potential game will be better. This guy has all NBA. And the Brawlers, I mean, like, it's worse, but also their pick is pretty bad, so they probably won't be scouting that much around the top. We're gonna go into the NBA draft. We'll also base this off of who wins the draft. The Surfs take Walt, and now we're just gonna send him. Now, the way we'll see who won the draft is we'll easily just come down to rookie signings, and as you can see, the Brawlers take Johnny C. Hood, and we'll base this off of potential. So the Brawlers off rip, they drafted a player with C potential and another guy at point guard with C- potential. And the Surfs drafted a guy with the 2nd pick, obviously. He has A potential. Simon Longley has A potential. And Hudson has B potential. So right now the Surfs have won the draft, but also we have to take into effect free agency. Like, which team is going to do better in free agency. The best way we can do this to really ensure that the AI does it is just sim it, and then we come back to it just like this. I think the longest part of these vids will be, the off season. The Surfs right now re-signed Simon. They signed Vooch, who they traded earlier in the year, so they got a draft pick out of it, and they got him back. They get Harrison Ingram, Adama, and they signed Bronny James to a 1-year deal. That's crazy, bro. And the Brawlers, we're gonna see if they got any big name players. The Brawlers, oh no, that's Sixers. Oh, I was about to say. The Brawlers, they signed Jalen Duren to a new deal, get Bogdanovich, Kenrich Williams, and Luke Travers. That's pretty good. Player progression. Nobody progressed on this team, so other than like Bronny and them, and nobody that's going to make a huge effect off rip. With their rookie being an 82 overall, though, we're going to instantly go over to the Brawlers. Draymond goes down, Duren goes up by 1, Jarris Walker goes up by 4. Most people are going down on this team, so yeah, I mean, like, nothing exciting for both teams. I'm going to catch y'all at the deadline to see if they made big moves or something like that. Okay, guys, I think trade deadline is actually off. It never popped up for me. Also, contract extensions aren't popping up. Usually, there's something here that shows them. But anyways, after the All-Star break, the Surfs are 29 and 28, and the Brawlers are 27 and 31. With that being said, we're gonna see if any big changes happen for both teams. I keep doing this off rip. I don't know why. The Surfs, they trade their 27 first No, is it their 27 first? Why would they do that? The Surfs, they trade their 27 first for Moses Moody and a 29 first round top 10 protected. The Surfs trade Michael Porter Jr. in a second round for Johnson and Jameer Watkins. My fault. They send Harrison to the G League. They send Bronny to the G League. They send Adama to the G League. And yeah, that's all they did. That's all they did. No big deals, no nothing like that. We're gonna move on to the Brawlers. Like, and I already did a test run of this, and it pretty much didn't matter. But I just want to show it on vid. You know, nothing really matters here. They only made one trade right now, and they traded Johnny C. Hood for a 28 first round Suns pick, and they swapped worse with Washington and a second round pick, or either that is Washington's second round pick. Nothing important right now. This is how the rosters are looking for both teams. They have Simons at point. Bronny's down to the G League. He's on a two-way deal anyways. Christie, Johnson, Levine, Moses, Moody. I mean, like, nothing crazy, but they do have guys with good potential. So, you know, we'll also see how the coaching staff plays into effect with potential. Brawlers, Duran is mad. Yeah, neither team has a important team, so I'll catch y'all back at the end of the season. If they don't make the playoffs, we'll instantly jump into the, you know, the off season, because for this vid, it doesn't matter who I show for the awards unless one of their players is winning the award. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all at the end of the season. At the end of the season, I did say I will show awards if one of their players got it. Cade wins the MVP. Walt Nance is Rookie of the Year for the San Diego Spurs. Oh my goodness, Surfs. Josh Giddey plays for the Celtics now, and he is Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby, of course, is Defensive Player of the Year. Rob Dillingham, Most Improved, and Cade is Clutch Player of the Year. Any first teams other than first team rookie, obviously, because of our rookie. Any second teams? Nope. Okay. The Surfs made the play-in again as the 9th seed, and the Brawlers made the play-in also as the 10th seed, with the Surfs going 40 and 42, an improvement from last year. I believe they won 39 games, and the Brawlers going 37 and 45, a big drop off from last year considering the fact that they won 49 games last year and was also in the NBA Finals. So we're just going to simulate the play-in on this side. Brawlers have been eliminated and the Surfs have been eliminated also. I mean, you just can't see it in general, so we'll have to wait till after the draft. After the draft, okay. Goodness, he's making a bag. 2 years, 219 million. That doesn't matter. But the potential of the first pick in the draft, of course, is an A+, with their second pick being a B+ potential. Now you see this is a 69 overall in the second round. Now we finna see, like, how does the potential play out. Their first overall pick only has, by the way, in the lottery, a C+ potential, with their second round pick having a C-. So that kind of really shows y'all the difference in scouting right there alone. The fact that they drafted a 70 overall in the second round, you know, but he only has a C- potential, and they drafted a 69 overall, but he has B+. That kind of shows y'all the difference between the scouting. Let's go to player progression, you know, to also see what they signed in free agency. I'm gonna click back on it. This time I didn't make the mistake. In free agency, they signed Michael Porter Jr. to a 1-year deal, Jalen Smith, Duncan Robinson, Dustin Woodson, and Elijah Martin. And on the Brawler side of free agency, I probably should do it the other way. That is faster. Oh my goodness, I thought that said Nikola Jokic. Oh, I was finna say. They signed Jarris Walker, Nikola Jovic, and Jay Huff. No big signings again. Going to player progression, their rookie ends up jumping up by 6, so that puts them in a good spot to compete. This would be going on into year 3. Anthony Simons jump, also with their point guard being here. Bronny is no longer on the team. Max Christie goes up by 3, with Woodson going up by 4. Simon Longley, who also had, no, he has a B potential, he goes up by 5, and the rookie goes up by 6. Take it to the Brawler side. Duran goes up by 1. Jarris goes up by 4. Jovic goes up by 3. Their small forward spot is looking bad. Strother, I think that's how you say it. Strother goes up by 3. Terry goes up by 3. Mitchell goes up by 3. And yeah, that's it. I would say starting out, the Brawlers definitely have more depth, it seems, with more players progressing. But I would say over the past 2 years now, with this going into year 3, the Surfs have a better future. So, and it seems like coaching is not doing that much anyways. Coaching is supposed to be able to progress them further and unlock badges for them quicker and just, you know, develop their offense and defense faster. It seems like right now the staff has no big improvements on how the team does. You know, you would think like that, because I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Their coach also has a badge that's this badge right here. He spends time working with second round and undrafted players, helping them overachieve. And he also has mentor, a master at developing players, helping them reach their potential faster. So right now it looks like, based off of it, now granted this season we'll probably be able to see even more, but it really doesn't matter too much right now. I mean, just to be honest, he also has like the master badges, like everything that helps, right? He also has Rejuvenator on Hall of Fame. So, you know, him getting older players, it'll help them or help the team get more out of the older players with him being the coach. He has teacher, you know, former player. Like he has everything. He even has coaching legend, and he's never been a coach before this team got added. But it seems like it just does not matter as of right now. And especially with the CFO and assistant GM, I was thinking they was going to be able to bring in big name players just based off of the stuff they have. But they're not really able to do that either. So as of right now, staff does not matter in terms of going into year 3. We just have to wait and see. I'll catch y'all at the trade deadline. Okay, y'all, as you can see, oh my goodness, my fault. But anyways, we are back at the trade deadline. And right now the Surfs are doing pretty good, being 33-20, and the Brawlers 32-17, really doing even better. And I mean, we can see if any big deals went down. I don't think any big deals did go down. This is on signing. Oh, don't tell me it was on signing the whole time. Let's even make this a little bit better, make this a little bit easier. The Surfs, they only trade Michael Porter Jr. and Duncan Robinson for John Collins in a 2031 second round. And the Brawlers, they end up doing a good bit of trades. They trade Emmanuel Quickly and Paul George for Johnny C. Hood and a 2031st that is top 5 protected. So they got Johnny C. Hood back anyways. They trade Strother and Jeremy Grant for Nick Smith Jr. and a 29 first round Clippers pick and swap bets with Philly. And the Brawlers, they also, goodness, they got Nick Smith and they traded him 3 days later. They trade Nick Smith Jr. and Theodore Kelly for Miles Bridges, 27 days, 27 nights. Scratch that. And they get a 2031 first round pick out of it. Just doing a little roster update for both teams. The rookie is probably developing well for them. I mean, can we go over? Yeah, the rookie's doing well for them, with Simons being at the starting point, Max Christie and Woodson, who is probably going to develop well for them. Still having Moody at small forward, with now John Collins being at the power forward spot, but Longley is probably still going to develop, and them having Walt Nance and Jalen Smith. This is how it's looking on the other side. Jalen Duren, of course, is still starting center, with now a heavy 3 power forward spot where all of them can play, with Walker, Jovic, and Miles Bridges. And their small forward being Johnny C. Hood, who, remember guys, they traded to New York and New York traded him back. I don't know what the Bronx Brawlers in New York got going on. I guess, you know, I mean, I guess he won't have to move that far. And wow, the Brawlers, didn't he play for? Okay, no, he been on this team. I thought the Surfs had signed Bronny and he went down to the G League. Anyways, the Brawlers at their shooting guard spot has Dalen Terry and Bronny James, and their point guard is Mitchell Payne and Killian Hayes. Cameron Payne's, I remember him on them Suns days and dancing with Russ on the Thunder, man. Cameron Payne is, hey, I ain't gonna lie, he really a dog. I can't say the same about Killian Hayes though, but you know, he decent, he might develop, you feel me? Goodness, let's take it into the playoffs, or probably the award screen, because I'm assuming the Surfs will have their rookie winning the award. I mean, he's averaging 19 right now. But anyways, let's go to the end of the season. We are at the end of the season, and for some big reason, Nikola Jokic is on the Timberwolves. He wins the 2028 MVP. I don't know how they got him. Cassie Page, of course, the San Diego Surf rookie point guard, wins Rookie of the Year. By the way, he went 50, 40, 90 as a rookie. What? DeJounte Murray, Sixth Man of the Year. I'm not even gonna. Y'all already know Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player goes to Reed Shepherd. He always develops pretty nicely in 2K. And Clutch Player of the Year goes to Mr. Steph Curry himself, who also goes 50, 40, 90. I just want to put this into perspective. The rookie shot a better 3-point percentage than Curry. He shot 46, really 47% from the field. And Curry only shot 42. Saying only is crazy. But like, hey, going into the playoffs, or let's see if they first teams. Oh, they finally got an all second team player at least. Walt Ness goes all second team. Gotta check nobody else and nobody else. Defensive teams, nobody's here on the defensive teams. With all rookie first team going to Cassie, so the Surfs also have that. I'm really like stumbling trying to. Wait, this can happen? A G League player? Okay, he played NBA minutes, but he's in the G League. Dude, I seen Noblesville boom, y'all, and I was like, did a new expansion team get added without me knowing? Bro, okay. Daryl Reeves, G League member, goes all second team, with Donald Clayton going all second team also for them. That small forward didn't really get much minutes, I think. He got 30 minutes a game, so never mind. Going into the playoffs, the Surfs are finally in here as a 6th seed. I gotta change that. With the Surfs going 51-31, having a pretty good year, and the Brawlers going 48-34, being the 4th seed. That kind of shows you why I put the Surf staff as really good in the West, because they're the 4th seed with 48 wins, and the Surf is the 6th seed with 51 wins. So they were barely finna make the play-in, or like the playoffs in general. So that kind of shows you where it's at. I get that it's going to be harder for the Surf to definitely win a ring. I can really just say we're going to take it round by round. They got Phoenix and the Surf advance to the next round, with also the Brawlers advancing to the next round. The Surfs come back 3-0. Did they come back 3-0? I was looking at both of them. I looked over here. I seen that they was down like 3-0 or 3-1. And was like, okay, I'm going to go to this side. But the Surfs are in the conference finals playing against the Clippers, who they have Kevin Durant. Okay, man. I guess if you turn all salary cap, crazy things will happen like this. Kevin Durant goes to the Clippers. And honestly, it looks like the Surf has a better team, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and simulate round. Yeah, the Surf makes it to the NBA finals against the Hawks, who I'm assuming they still got Trae Young. They have a super team. The Surfs are not winning. The Surfs are not winning. 2-1, 2-2. Come on, game. Come on, game. Come on. Okay, guys, I gotta do the simcast for game 7, man. Surfs are up big right now. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Oh my gosh. And that's the end of this vid. That the San Diego Surfs in year 3 wins the NBA finals. If you ask me, the whole point of this vid was to see if coaching staff matters, right? Now he does have something that correlates to them. Look, tactician, and I think something about, yeah, clutch. Calm and poised in elimination games, this coach's players outperform their abilities in playoff when facing elimination. If you ask me, does staff matter? I would say 50-50. Maybe in the playoffs, those two badges really did kick in and matter. Tactician and clutch. Maybe they did matter after all. If you tell me early on does it matter, no, it might be something that later on, as you keep progressing year by year, it starts to matter more and more. We seen with scouting that it matters. Injuries were turned off in year 2. In year 1, neither team was dealing with big injuries, so I didn't really get to see if team doctor matters. CFO and assistant GM, they didn't really make any big moves, and the financial gain wasn't that real. Nobody really plays this for financial, you know, you're not in my GM. So if you ask me, does it matter? I would have to say like maybe 50-50. If we go to team, no, it's team history. It's team history. My fault. If we go to team history here, right? The Surfs ended up going 51-31. They only have 1 playoff appearance, 1 conference championship appearance, 1 NBA champion. They already retired. That's Bill Russell. That's for Bill Russell. That's right. And the Brawlers, they have 2 playoff appearances, 1 conference championship, and 0 NBA champions. I mean, like, I think the whole point of this is it halfway matters. It doesn't really matter as much as maybe I would like it to, but it's like halfway baked. The best way I can do it, I have to total up their records year by year, and I don't think I can go back to teams' record year by year. I'll just have to go through the footage again and total it up by the end of it. Can I go back somehow? No, I don't think there's a way I can go back to like past records or records since it first started. I can go to last year's standings. That's about it. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to put that at the end of the video to myself editing this vid. You know, just make sure you total up the records and put them on like the top left or top right, wherever. Obviously with the ding noise, you know, that's mandatory. That has to be there, y'all. But like, it halfway matters. We can get into stuff like this where it's like team development and like barely anybody knows how to read this for real, right? Like, you kind of got a grasp of what it means, but this is useless. Nobody really does this in 2K or read it. You can go down to somebody like Walt. You can't really get a good grasp of it. You can look at their training schedule to see how training was. You really can't. I mean, it's like halfway baked. I'm going to like instantly skip to the last 2 years and kind of tell y'all like what happened for these last 2 years, and we're going to go the full 5 fully and just give you an update on that if staff really matters. Hold on, that depends on if everybody on the staff stayed. I have to see if everybody stayed. Okay guys, and I am going to skip for 2 seasons, and I will meet y'all in the off season of, it should be in 2K terms, it should be 2032. So I'm gonna meet y'all in the off season of 2032. Okay guys, and at the year 5, well, at the end of year 5, I would confidently say that staff does not matter at all. Really, it does not matter. I just can't. I can't say that it does. The Brawlers are the NBA Finals winners at the end of year 5, with now both teams having won NBA Finals in 5 years, or at least 1 Finals win in 5 years. So this challenge is pretty much complete. I would say you don't have to worry about staff too much, just like all the other years. And to be honest, this was the team that won them the finals. It's a good team, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a pretty great all-around complete team. Will I say it's more complete than the Surf? The Surfs don't have a power forward, but they wasn't playing the power forwards all year because of their center. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if it's necessarily better. Maybe market played into it. They had Ben Seraph, who was also playing like minutes all around. I would have to confidently say that staff does not matter yet again in another 2K. That's not to hate on them or, you know, do anything like that. I'm just saying I feel like it should matter a little bit at least, or matter more than what it does right now. But this was just a quick vid that I wanted to make to kind of test out to see if staff matter. If you like the vid, you know, if you're liking the content in general, man, sub, comment what else you want to see, like the vid, of course. This has been another Coral production. I think I'm gonna also start going back to college football content soon while doing 2K content, so keep out on the watch for that. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all another day for another vid.